Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and I got to tell you, was not expecting this one. And what we have, and if you see in the chat right now, in your chat at the top, the first comment I posted is where you can be linked right now, folks, to this data dump, which is absolutely massive. We're going to take a first look at it here. Unfortunately, there is a lot of redaction. However, some of the redaction is, of course, to protect the victims of Epstein. The other end of this, other than the calls, the videos that are downloadable, the audio interview files here, which are abundant and going to take some time, are the 24, I believe. I just downloaded all these. The 24 redacted files, which we're going to take a look at least some of them, right now, live for the very first time anywhere. I have downloaded, I think, 1 and 2 interviews. These are the interviews with his victims, where their faces are basically, redacted, and they're a poor capture through VLC. The guys obviously didn't know what they were doing, but a lot of those things have already been released by the Miami Herald and the Palm Beach Post, I believe. So let's get into it. Let's start taking a look. Right here is that first. This is the first document with 114 pages in here. Now, one of the reasons I am in utter shock that this happened is that just 2 weeks ago, it was reported that a Florida judge had blocked the release of his grand jury files and said there wasn't a scintilla of evidence to suggest corruption led to the financier's sweetheart plea deal in 2008. Well, now you're going to get to see what kind of evidence they had, at least in redacted form, which looks like it's going to be a long time coming. So thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share if you're new to the Burmis Brigade. We do deep dives like this. This is not going to be so much a deep dive, obviously, because I have not read these documents. And usually what I like to do, obviously, guys, is read the documents first, highlight certain areas, and then go through them with you. But because these are here, we have to do it, right? So here you see it. What's it say right there? Procuring person, not persons, under 18 for prostitution. Okay? And let's see. Jeffrey Epstein, on or about or between the day of August 1st of the year 2004 and October 9th, 2005, did knowingly and unlawfully procure for prostitution or cause to be prostituted a person under the age of 18 years. Now, obviously, we all knew that. We didn't find out it was just one count with 16 years old, okay? 16 years old. And when many of his victims were reported to be 14 and sometimes younger now, we're hearing about 12-year-olds in this Virgin Islands lawsuit by law enforcement there. Girls that looked as young as 11, okay? So we've got this. I saw also, just briefly going through some of these documents, they had MySpace pages. It says here his negotiated plea deal. County jail, it says 6 months. Community control, 12 months. So this 15 months doesn't seem correct at all. So perhaps this was a motion that was not signed upon in the very beginning. I'm not sure. Maybe it did. There's the negotiated plea, 6/30/08. Man, because right here, what do we have? County jail, 12 months. And these are the terms and conditions of community control and criminal quarantine community. Remember, this guy was basically protected by the police on his own dime at times, and then able to go into his own properties with women or perhaps underage girls, according to private investigators. Okay? Let's see. What is this 1997 thing? Interesting. Oh, this is for anyone. All right, so let's keep going. I saw a lot of redacted MySpace pages and messages in some of these documents. I saw some checks. If you saw the thumbnail in this, there's a lot of checks. So let's get through a bunch of this. Let's just boom. All right. Here's his plea in the circuit court, it appears. So there's his name. I am the defendant in the above mentioned matters, etc., etc. Confront witnesses. It seems like a panel where, again, they simply sign it on. And this is 6/30/08. Let's continue on. Thumbs this video up, guys. The first look. And I've also, just so everybody knows, I want to give a big ups to my man Big Fish. Yo, Big Fish, anybody that would crap on this guy, and go check out my interview with him over in the 24 videos in 24 hours that ended up being 26. And understand, this guy sends me so much verified information, documentation, first looks at articles. He's an invaluable resource. He's not trying to sell a book. He's not trying to get you to vote some way or buy some dick pills or any bullshit like that. He does most of his stuff through Twitter behind the scenes, doesn't even want you to see his face. So God bless people like him, and hopefully you're going to go through these documents. A lot of people are going to go through these documents because, again, this is a huge amount of stuff to be going through. And thank you so much, Dave Ehrenberg, who facilitated this and put this online thing out. I mean, this is all brand new. This, within the last couple hours, this has been announced online. Okay? So let's go back to the documents themselves. Let's see. Lots of scans. Judge's signature. Status check. Okay. The negotiated settlement. See, again, felony solicitation of prostitution, procuring a person under 18 for prostitution. Now, I wonder if we're going to find in these documents where it is the 16-year-old girl, or what defendant, what Jane Doe, what number it was that they actually charged him with. I would imagine that would have to be part of this, right? Sexual offender, okay. The other thing is that I guess they have it in there. I still only see 18. Man, this is all just standard, I guess, sex offender registration stuff for the jurisdiction. Peaceful Warrior, thank you so much. He says Epstein isn't dead. I would disagree. The sheriff's office shall within 2 working days, etc., etc. So what do we got here? This is a fax transmission in April of 2018. Okay. Okay, so Jane Doe number 5 is, please be advised we represent in all matters pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein. Please direct all future correspondence. So Jane Doe number 5, is that the one they're charging him with? I'm not saying it is. We're looking. This is a first look. This is a 144-page document, guys. There's 24 documents, just so everybody knows. I think this is number 11 right here. There's 111 pages in that document. Okay, this is going to be a long time coming. We're going to need some sleuths out there, some real reporting. Comes now, witness Y. Doe, etc., agrees to cancel the deposition of Y. Doe. Here, boys. Okay, so somebody is trying to withdraw a motion for a protective order there. Interesting. I'm also not a lawyer, by the way. Let's see. So that's the state's attorney's office. Representing a witness in the above referenced matter is kindly requested that a 15-minute or less special set hearing be scheduled on enclosed motion for protective order. Interesting. Let's see. Thumbs this video up, guys. Subpoenaed. Okay. Doe is a victim in this matter who alleges that she was sexually assaulted by defendant when she was 16 years old. Okay? So maybe this is, again, we know the person was 16 that they charged him with. So Y.Doe, I don't think that would be Jane Doe number 5. It seems like maybe Y.Doe is the one that is the one. But then again, how many 16-year-olds did this guy have too? Then we have Jane Doe number 3 versus Jeffrey Epstein because of the sensitive allegations of sex abuse upon a minor involved in this case. I wonder if we, you know what, let's Google it and see if Y.Doe has been revealed. Because there are some of these anonymous people that have, and we do it live here, guys. Y.Doe Epstein case. Nope. And today, I was talking, that's the address book. So I don't know if anybody does know if this particular Jane Doe has been outed. Please let me know. So let's get back to this. Thumbs the video up. All right, let's continue through this. Protecting, the victim from harassment. I mean, these girls were harassed. Who knows what else happened to some of the girls we don't know about? All right. So Jane Doe the third might have been a witness in this as well. 2 separate depositions of Y.Doe by defendant Epstein would be harassment. They were trying to get a second deposition. Okay, so let's continue on. Still only 40 pages deep in the first document, guys. 15th Circuit. All right, what do we have here? Some address of Epstein. Again, just the felony solicitation of prostitution. Here is arrest or appear. What do we got here? Notice of cancellation of hearings. So here it is where they canceled all the hearings. And notice that Haley Robson and Sarah Kalin are mentioned. Okay? Sarah Kalin being like his right-hand man, or one of the right-hand men, etc., of Ghislaine Maxwell. Even I think Hoffenberg mentions her many times. Can you prove Epstein is not dead? Peaceful Warrior, I appreciate the $2 super chat, but we've had this discussion. Again, what are the chances? I think that the evidence is clear that it would have been much more difficult to extract him. Is it a possibility? Sure, anything's possible. But what would solve more things? It's just like everybody talks about these dead man switches, but no one can ever tell me in one case where even a dead man switch was alleged to have go off. Powerful people die, they get assassinated. Just saying. Just saying. Let's see, so let's continue on. Rico Leopold. So here I think, yes. Here we start going into like the high school students, and these are MySpace captures of certain girls that were his victims, and then messages between their friends and I think possibly other victims. So I saw a lot of this. For those millennials that don't watch, this is what MySpace looked like. And for those my age, you damn well remember what MySpace looked like. So we have that right there. Let's see. So here's some of the cash checks. $2,000. Okay? $2,000. Paid to the order of cash. Yeah, there's quite a few of these, by the way. I don't know what that is exactly because I can't read it. But here's another one. Here's $1,000 to the order of cash. And that's not Epstein's name. Alfredo. I don't want to even try. Let's see. Stephen Chase. He knew too much at Peaceful Warrior. He's dead as F. He's dead as F. I mean, things can be faked. Okay, so what do we have here? Weren't the car contact up on 2nd of February. So that's a rent-a-car thing with Jeffrey Epstein. So here's some balances of these accounts and wire fees and petty cash and how the quote-unquote enterprise was run, I would imagine. There's Alfredo Rodriguez. Okay, so Alfredo Rodriguez obviously involved in this as well. Yep. I think that he may be one of those people that was outed in those 2,000 pages. See, some of this stuff I think also got made available in the 2,000 pages as Virginia Roberts was able to submit a lot of the documentation from the Palm Beach investigation. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this is already in the public arena. In fact, I can tell you right now, those interviews have been for quite some time. So let's keep going here. Incoming wire fees, again, Rodriguez, Maxwell, household account. What are we talking about? 04 through 05. Late 04 in these bank statements, by the way. More of that. There's Rodriguez again. That's actually like what's in the thumbnail. This is the household account. All right, let's see what we got here. So Florida versus Epstein. This is Jane Doe number 1. False pretenses, etc. This is the one that set it all off. And she filed a civil suit. They're talking about that. She's trying to get an order of protection. All right, let's continue on. Thumbs this video up, guys. Subscribe and share if you're new. Again, we're going to do deep dives into these documents once I'm able to actually read and go through them. I'm going to share the link for anybody that wants to start going through them, and then you can always have open DMs. You can send me them that way. You can send them to anybody. I want this information out, but there's the link so you can start downloading these yourself. And by the way, guys, I want to remind you about my rockfin.com, $9.99 a month. Get you 5 extra videos that you won't see anywhere else, including this Rand Paul video today where maybe we say the actual magic word. The name was on screen. Whoop. Let's see if the name being on screen would trigger anything. That'd be pretty crazy, huh? So anyway, you get that. You get aspirin, you get Sonin, you get Placone, you get a bunch of other stuff. So it's not just Jason Burmis, and that's why I feel comfortable with it. It's, a merit-based system. Subscribe, share, etc. Follow me on the Twitter. I'm the documentary filmmaker, Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, and New World Order. Define and Shade the Motion Picture are free right on this channel. And if you want to support me, $5, $10, $15, it keeps me going. It keeps me moving. It's how we do this 3 to 7 times a day. Let's get back to the documents. We ain't done. So here's a subpoena for a deposition. Let's see. So this is them trying to get Epstein to appear. And that's in February. All right. Wow. So they don't even have this here. Okay. All right. Interesting. So is this the Jane Doe's name that's perhaps? Wait. Witness my hand. Yeah. Maybe that's the Jane Doe. Maybe that's a accuser. Epstein defendant. Florida rules. This is all on that hearing. Jane Doe 1. Okay. Jane Doe's stepmother. Okay. Father and stepmother. $50 million lawsuit, etc. We're now talking about New Mexico, New York, Palm Beach. Let's see, there's Haley Robson again. And I think Robson was also named by Steve Hoffenberg. I really do want to get Hoffenberg on the show. Let's see, 2,000 to 3,000, 200 to 300 per massage session. Okay, there's Sarah Kalin again, Robson. A lot of this stuff has been covered. In fact, I think a lot of this stuff is out there in the Virginia Gouffre Roberts 2,000 pages. Emotional distress, etc. Let's see. Let's speed through this one. If we see anything crazy. Okay. So we have 2, 3. I think that's the same exact thing. Let's continue on. Bam. So many pages. What's that? There we go. Let's see. As we discussed in the last meeting, I have reviewed the items that we received to date. So those are the Haley Robson voicemails. I wonder if we have access to those. And then you can almost make out, I mean, that's pretty terrible. Let's see if we can. Let's go in there. It looks like an SAIG Sage. What? Right? It's got to be Sage or Solge, or maybe that's. No, it looks like an S though, right? So there's a interview transcript. This looks like Megan at the bottom. Okay, so I don't know who that is. Telephone interview. Maybe these are some of the victims. Melissa Eaton, Joanna Soderberg, Julie Brabin. That's interesting. So, again, a lot of stealthing to do here, guys. I need your help. 24 pages of these things. All right, let's see what else is on there. $30 per month for the cost of oh, that's nonsense. Let's see what this document has to offer. I think this one here is number 11, redacted. What do we got? Currency notes. Interesting. Rosalie Friedman. Michael David Friedman. Person reporting info. Interesting. Lots of names in here. There's Jeffrey Edward Epstein. He's the victim information? He feels like he's a victim? Maybe it's underneath that. Is Epstein at the top of all these? No. Michael David Freeman is here. Interesting. Maybe I should open number 10. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. We do it live. Let's see what number 10 had at the end here. Bam. Okay, let's see what case file this is. Palm Beach County Defendant Activity Report. Interesting. So this is 102 pages. Drug paraphernalia. Marijuana under 20 grams. Oh no. Who's the defendant here? Is that all whited out? They're not even going to say it. 10/25/05. Interesting. So what, do they go after a lot of these girls because they smoked some pot when they were kids? Well, I'm glad that those are redacted then. And why would this end up in the court case anyway? It's odd. Possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalias, there's a pipe. West Palm Beach. Interesting. What's this? Sunday, September 11th, 2005. I observed 4-door white Mitsubishi parked in a safety zone with a curve. So, yeah, it sounds like some kids smoking pot. I then conducted a car stop 200 blocks of Bahama Lane. Upon approaching, I observed 5 occupants inside the car, several having bloodshot eyes. I also discussed odor of marijuana. Yeah, this looks like a bunch of kids got caught smoking pot in a car. Oh no. Oh no. Thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share if you're new to the Burmis Brigade. This is part, if you're just joining us, this is part of the huge data dump we have coming out of the Public Records Office on behalf of Dave Ehrenberg. Thank you, Dave Ehrenberg. Everybody say thank you. We're going to put this link, Control A, Control C, right in the live chat. Share it with your friends and family. Let's get it out there. It's also on my Twitter right now. Here we go. Let's see. What do we got? Palm Beach police report, incident report. So is this still the drug arrest? My goodness. Let's start pounding through this. Wait, what was that? What do we got? Mail of some sort? I thought I saw a mail. Lake Worth, arrestee information, white, 6'3", 8, maximum age 18. What's his name? Benjamin Skylar Bryan. Yeah, so it's a bunch of kids smoking some pot. Unreal. What's this next one? Here we go. I saw some Victoria's Secret stuff. Oh, this is the same thing. All right, so Victoria's Secret. February 15th, 2006. Personal information. So maybe one of these girls stole from there too. High school. Employment. See, all right, now I'm kind of wondering here. Because obviously Wexner and Limited Brands, okay. And found colon verified XBR and found several suspicious returns on 10/30 and 11/205, totaling approximately $210. During the cousin of the interview, Hall did not admit to any fraudulent refunds. Interesting. Because this is definitely some of the time that the abuse would have been taking place. Sales leader terminated for merchant theft. So perhaps one of the girls that was getting abused, they said she was stealing. Maybe she was. That's tough. It seems like this is all about that suspicious return. Interesting. All right, guys. We're holding up on 30 minutes on this one. Now's the time to thumb it up, subscribe, share. Again, if you want to, continue to see deep dives, if you want me to continue to do this, $5, $10, $15, those that can do more, I want to thank whoever that anonymous stranger is that gave $181 4 hours ago. That makes the day, a little bit easier when you're about to go through 24 pages of documents or 24 documents with hundreds of pages that you may not know what you're looking for. And remember, 5 exclusive videos a week at rockfin.com. Let's log out. Let's go back because you just sign up. You can sign up for free. There is some free material I'm putting up there as well. But the premium material, you hit the endorse Jason Burmis button, and it helps me out so much. And we really want to grow that platform because I can say and do things there YouTube does not let me do. Love you guys, and I will see you on the flip side.